The first response to failure was that he would be back soon. But he didn't come back soon. Now what do you do? So one possibility is to say, I guess we were wrong. I guess he wasn't the Messiah. He hasn't come back. Let's just get out of here and get a life. That might be one response. But the response of those die-hard believers who couldn't give up their belief in him was to say, do you know what? There must have been a reason why he was killed. There must have been a reason why he was killed. And here what happens in the Christian story is the first point of departure. Because here what happens is, in order to maintain their belief that this Jesus of Nazareth was the Messiah, what they needed to do was to come up with a very, very novel understanding of what the Messiah is, and to come up with a definition of the Messiah that could accommodate a dead Messiah. They had to explain away his death. Why did he die? And they proposed that he died for a very important reason, that he died as a sacrifice. And his sacrifice will gain the forgiveness of everyone's sins if they would believe in him. Now this, to Jewish ears, should sound very strange, that the Messiah comes to die as a sacrifice, and if you believe in him, all your sins will be forgiven. But that was the first little crack in this movement of being a Jewish movement.